And if it's not coming easy, then you log off and you go do something else. That's day trading. That's what I've done for the most part. I've slipped up. That's what I've done to make 1.5 million gross. Unverified, by the way. Unverified. Ooh, verified profits. Well, mine are unverified. Do I get any credit for that? For unverified? I don't know. Probably not. I'm kind of worried that today might be a little choppy because, like I said, I don't want to spin out in the first 5 minutes. We've been seeing a little bit of lag as well. I got to cut that. That turned into a rejection. See, that's also my fear. Top? Why does the 5-minute top look like that? What? What's the deal here? TOP, right? What's the deal? What's Thai oil? What's gosh darn top? I don't know what's going on. This is not the top I'm looking at here. What the name? Come on, who what? Am I missing something? Why is it doing that? How are we going to feed the children? That's right. How are we going to feed the children if we can't get our charts to load on TradingView? What the heck? Back up. TOP 626. I'm kind of missed the entry there. Wow. Wow. I'm an idiot. I lost a lot of money on that trade. I didn't really see. That's a great example of I didn't really think I could lose that much money that quickly, but I did. TCBP. Man, 658. I would have been able to get back out break even. Wouldn't have lost that much money. Okay, so what I gotta do now is, since I'm red and this is not very easy to scalp, I gotta go maybe over to here. I have a feeling that today might be not an easy day. God, wish I could have not taken that loss. This is making me so mad. Like, what? That's so beyond me, bro. I'm gonna just try to start eating this loss down. Look at that. It looks like it's gonna go and then it flushes. Okay. TOP. You're a smart guy there. You're a smart guy, superhero. I don't think I've ever had to do that. Actually, maybe I do recall doing that once. I do recall having to do that once. It's been a while. I don't know. Red volume is not very good on this. I took kind of an unnecessary loss. I try to get it low. I try to go for a quick rebound. Sometimes we get those, and then it just dropped out on me, which it's nature of the beast. Sucks, but I guess I'm not too surprised. Can't believe. I mean, I lost a lot of money on that trade, so I got to go small size. Let's just take a break even. I see. What the nut? Yeah, this thing's kind of all over the place. It's a bit of a grinder. There we go. Cleaned up my loss a little bit. I'm having a hard time trusting this thing. 732 is the halt up. I figured. So we could have done the dip within the rip there, but I kind of had a feeling it was going to reject. So we've had 2 good days in a row. This one's going to be a tricky day, so you're going to want to be small size, I'm guessing. I kind of took an early loss. Wow. So I put my order on the ask at 693. It didn't even look like the ask was at 693, but I got it. It's very volatile. There's probably price action that happens so quick we're not even seeing it on the screen, which is what I think just happened. It's Chinese New Year, so I guess it's the Chinese New Year. Anybody celebrating Chinese New Year? Okay. This thing is tricky. My gosh. It looks like it's gonna go and then it drops. This is a 50-50 killer. And stay 900 on this until things relax. Until we get a better idea of what this thing wants to do. There we go. Made back most of my money. Hard to trust this thing, really. So sometimes you can trust these things, but this one I don't trust. Really? That should have accelerated there and it didn't. I'm going to take that as possibly a reversal indicator. I don't know. Hey, Daisy. Halt up is at 764. That doesn't leave a lot of room to rip. I'm just happy not to be red $700. Kind of took a lot to get to this point. Ah, shoot. Shoot. I didn't get that. 781. Big sellers are coming in here. Or big buyers, sorry. 781. Could be a flush here. Yeah, looks like a flush. Telling you, if you get a little too crazy today, you're gonna have a big loss. I got 71 likes already, guys. That is rad. I think of a cool word, but I failed to do that. So we kind of had a double top there. It looked like we could break 781 or 780. We usually would, but I'm just telling you, this thing's tricky as heck. I gotta cut that. I'm taking a bigger loss there, 342. So that wasn't really that great of a pattern, I suppose, looking back. INBS. This looks questionable. This thing's getting hammered. I liked the way that got bought up. I'm going to try to hold this up to 455. Struggling here, but I'm going to try to trust it. Yeah, I got to cut it. I had to cut it. I got spooked. That should have started to go right away. Yeah. Man, it's starting to fail. It's not bad though. I mean, it's not the worst thing I've ever traded. Ooh, the spreads on this are brutal. Mm. Feel as though it's got to give a fight. I'm gonna try to hold it. I'm gonna cut that. That's 275 red there. So I mean the I think the it's written on the wall. This one. I got the first dip that popped up nice. I could have taken 400, $500. I was trying to hold for the bigger move. That didn't go well. Let's see if I can get out of this one. I don't think I'm getting out of that one. Down 500 on it. Trading a little too aggressively. All for it to come back. Taking a little bit of bigger risk here. This isn't probably not smart. Takes my loss down a little bit. That's not very good. The action today is not very good at all. Wow. Brutal. Let's come back over to top. Not that top. Not that. This top. That's a halt down. The best one is probably TCBP, but that's a cheap one. INBS is kind of crappy. Let's take a gander here of what's actually going on. Daily chart. It's a daily setup. Is there news? There's kind of news on it. Hmm. I'm dumping that. If it was ideal, it already would be up at 440 right now, and I'd be locking in a lot of money. It's not ideal. It's choppy AF. It could grind up there, but if that thing snaps on me with 5,000 shares, it'd be down a grand. So we're gonna stick to the 50-50 rules, in and out, even with big size. Fortunately, there it continues to go. I got a terrible fill. I gotta cut that. So I got a terrible fill. It goes up to 440. I try to sell on the ass. I don't get anything. It flushes hard. This is not very fun. Go down to 700 shares and just start cleaning this up. I'm a little bit red today, but not too bad. I think I could come back green. Just give it some time. We're not going to be able to do so much hyper scalping. We're going to have to look for patterns. We're going to go green. Some of you guys who want to continue with the hyper scalping trade in the range, that might be a little bit tough today. It might not work. So oh, down is 7. You got to get a dip on this. There we go. This is a nice little bottom bounce here. Try to get it up to 418. We're going to have to hold through the chop. Dumping at break even there. Probably should have held, but man. Yeah, I'm not even trusting my own judgment. It's hard because it goes up to 416, but then the bid drops to 407. You know, and it ain't all that easy to get filled. Yeah, Bill. I know exactly what you're talking about. Others have mentioned it too. So I had the right idea. Gosh darn. Five-minute looks great, but man. Flush. Man, I had such a great entry at one point there. Ah, no, you can't buy up there. What am I doing? Back to 374 red. It takes like one slip up and you take a big loss on this one. One little slip up. Oh, Bill, I thought you were talking about the interview with with Ross and Mighty, where Mighty was like talking about everything I taught him, but no mention of me. Hey, you gotta go outside. Mm. I don't know about IMBS. This might be a better bet here. I'm split. I'm split. We might get a breakout on this thing. But it's but really, what are the chances? This thing's so choppy. It's probably a higher chance of false breakout. Huh? God dang it. Down 470. Let me come back to this one. TOP. That's brutal. It's pretty. You got to cut it. See, yeah, usually you can hold through that chop, but not in this market. This is tough. This is really tough. Might have to just. Oh, I got to cut that. Yeah, this is not the day. This is not the day. Hey, dog, what do you want? Down 680 there. It's brutal. It's brutal. We should give this some time to. Hey, what do you want? Want some food? Come on. Well, I'm starting to get that dizzy feeling. Starting to get that dizzy feeling that you get on a red day when things start to roll against you. IMBS. I mean, everything is just like just a tad off. I'm down $11. This looks like it could grind back up. Just got to stay patient, make sure that I don't rush into any trades. I'm going to stay with top here for now. See if we bottom out like we have been. It seems a little questionable. Today is definitely not as it was previous days. So the last thing I want to do is take a massive loss today. And it's a Friday. Ba-da-dee-doo. Yeah, so we're going to be patient. This could flush below 582. We've seen it flush already many times. Let's look at the overall chart. We do got that descending resistance there. It's now support. Possible entry there. Why is this on? Right when I was supposed to take an entry. Maybe not. Maybe that's a sign not to take entry. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, stay out of there. Stay out of there. Until that starts to show more of a bottom, I'm not going to trade it. IMBS. IMBS kind of looks like the only option, really. 4 to 440. The spreads on this are just nuts. We might not be getting this one back. That seems pretty reliable. It chops around a lot, but it does grind up. This looks like a rejection. This is the perfect day for a rejection, but it's probably just going to reject down to 432 and then come back up and break anyways. Let's go down to 900 shares so I can at least take some entries. Where does it fill me? Wow, this is brutal. TOP. Hmm. I'm coming back over to here. I think top is better than IMBS. I don't know why I even bothered at that one. Beautiful false breakdown here on this one. So we're going to try to get our money back here. I'm almost to max loss. It's pretty apparent to me that it's just not the day. It sucks, but is what it is. It is what it is. Wow. INBS. I sort of thought it would do it, but I didn't trust it. No, can't buy it up there. Not like that. Let's go back to INBS daily. Room up to 7. Possibly 7. 550. Clear drawing set. This is just ridiculous. Too many lines here. I don't know about IMBS. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm coming back to top. I feel like this is my last hope. I'm doing some meditation here to try to get focusing again. And it's not really so much that I can't focus. It's the fact that these stocks are incredibly difficult. IBS, maybe I'll come back to that. That's gosh darn ridiculous. I'm gonna give this some time to put in a bottom, see if we put in a solid bottom. But if it just keeps flushing out, which I think it could, then I'm gonna have to stay out. That doesn't look too bad. Where am I at? 1600 red. Yeah. Yep. I don't want to snowball today. I really don't. $780. You only need to catch one of those dips, and you're up $400 or $500. IMBS is ripping. I got myself quite the task today. IMBS is going. It's just too extended now for me to get it. I should have taken his dip here at 426. Back up to 480. 514. It's in full blown breakout mode. Gosh darn. It's not a clean one. Fortunately. Like, look at that. It kind of reminds me of Nexi, honestly. Like, what? The reading, just look at that. That is tough. That is tough. 622 is the halt. I had kind of the right idea on this. You can stay patient, see if we can get a bottom. INBS is giving me IBS. I really don't want to chase it too high. But let's see if we get one more rip through at 580. There we go. Cleaned up my loss a little bit. It's actually behaving kind of well. Now that it has volume in it. Forgot what the daily chart said on this. 7. I don't think it's gonna go straight to 7, but we're definitely in a breakout here. Getting my loss down on that piece of crap. It's just extend. Look at the 5-minute chart. I mean, that's. Let's go to top. Let's see what top has to offer. Possibly a rip. Hmm. Maybe not. Maybe not worth the struggle here. Better bet is to come over here, I guess. This is starting to go parabolic. Yeah. Wow. IMBS. Who would have thought? I ended up most of my loss on this one. Ah, shoot. Squeeze on they see. Okay, that's good to see. Whatever the case, it's good to see. A little frustrating, but good to see. This might be the top now. This could be Christmas tree down. I'm gonna get back over to top. We've cleaned up my loss on IMBS. That's good. That's only 180 bucks there. Now I got to come over to this ticker and try to clean this garbage up. I sort of think IMBS might be the top there. I had timed this at 6. I just didn't know if it was gonna work. I was too scared. I was about to take big size. 80 likes already, guys. Appreciate it. Is there any word as why 2 Farmer was not here? What? Oh, sorry, excuse me. Go 900. This one. The bid. This is kind of like IMBS where the bid drops out, and then you try to get your order on the ask, but then there's just like barely can get it fill. There's me just taking break even, and then it coming right back up. It's a pretty big bottom here. Now, what am I doing over in this one? This is breaking out as we speak. I should be up on this like $5,000. Gosh darn, things breaking out. Okay, this thing's kind of back in play for now. Ah, shoot. Typical. There, this thing reminds me of INBS, 100%. It's hard to get money out of this. Scalping it, this is tough. So that ended up working really well for gosh darn. Man. My entry, I saw it right here. So I saw it here. I was like, okay, this is starting to look like a reversal here. But then I was like, man, we're getting a lot of resistance. And then it took off here. I was like, okay, well, I'll probably die on this top and tail. And then it took off again. And holy crap. You know, that might be the only rebound on this ticker. And I missed it. See, the thing is, we're running out of time. We're running out of time because traders are leaving rapidly. A lot of traders are leaving with max losses. Let's let this thing dip. Gotta cut that. Man. I guess top isn't quite as bad as INBS. Taking a break even. 5 minute just isn't there. INBS. This is tough. Ugh, not very fun, to say the least. I gotta be done with that one. Let's see, 1370. I think I'm gonna let INBS go. Stop it. I would dump it there. Sometimes, some days like this, you get bailed out later on. Maybe in a half hour, top starts to clean up, or we get a clean pullback, and you hit one good trade. I mean, it's not impossible that things just clean up, and then we go green on the day, but chances are here things are not going to clean up. This is usually a good entry. Oh wow. I gotta try to hold it. The entry's good. It's choppy, but I gotta try to catch a win here. It feels right. I gotta just trust it. There we go. Got a little profit there. I probably could have kept holding, but I'm like, geez, I gotta get something. It's choppy, but you gotta trust the patterns a little bit more. It feels like trading large caps. That's the way I look at it. It's kind of like trading a large float where it's gonna whip around, but if you have the right direction in mind, then you can usually hold 300 red on there. I'm not gonna take any more trades on that. We're moving in the right direction here. Oh wait, I'm starting to understand the rhythm of this one. This might pop here. See if I get a dip. Uh, I'm paying special attention to when the spreads tighten up. I don't know if I'm going to take the 1 bar pullback. No 1 bar pullbacks for me, I don't think. I don't know. I think it might go here. Up to 650. See how brutal it is to get. Look at that. It did pop, but then rejected. Woo! Oh, man. I would just like to get my loss cut down a bit. Lord, please. What have I done to deserve a red day? Brutal. Let's see once if we get a bottom here. We might get a reversal here. This could be 650. This looks good, actually, for me. Oh, it's not looking so good for me anymore. I'm going to try to hold it. This is freaking scary as heck. Break is 650's target. I don't want to get back out. I want to try to capitalize on a full move, which is risking a lot of money, but I'm going to try to capitalize on a full move here. Seems like it should work. I don't want to get out. It's a green push. The green team should have their turn for a while. It's choppy as heck. I'm scared. I might lose all my profit. Trying to hold for the break is 650. This is not very fun. It's looking a little scary, but I got to try to trust it. I'm just going to cut it there. That's too bad. Turned into like a 2-bar pullback. I tried to hold for the break at 650. Gosh, that could have made me more money. I missed out on maybe 300 bucks. I remember seeing this at 300, and I'm guessing it's going to come back up. 636, 638. I couldn't hold it. I was too scared. I was too scared. I could have went green on that trade. I was trying to hold for too big of a move. Oh man, that was sketchy AF. Yeah, $6,000 yesterday. Yeah, I'm gonna let this reject. I don't know, Robbie, about this pullback here. It might. I can tell you this. I don't think I'm gonna get in on it. I don't think. It's got a lot of things going for it, but I mean, it's. Oh, Robbie was right. Gosh, I should just listen to Robbie. See if we get a breakout here. Kidding me? I gotta cut that. Oh, that looks so good. Any other day that would have ripped. Any other day that would have ripped. I kind of FOMO'd into that trade, I feel. See if we get this up to 575. I'm trying to remember why I didn't trade. I don't trade this one anymore. $401, $403 right on that. Yeah, that's why I don't trade that anymore. Well, I have successfully cleaned up my red day, but I've also kind of given back about $300 here. I'm trying to see if we get a squeeze on top. That's in the books. If a squeeze on top is in the cards, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Buying these dips can be dangerous. Cutting at their break even. That wasn't looking so good. The chart wasn't looking so good. I mean, it might go, but the chart just wasn't there. Trying to get something that makes sense here. Well, it's popping back up there. 623. What we're gonna need on this one is like a huge false breakdown, bottoming tail, and then mega rip back up to high day. I mean, something like that. That's what we're gonna need here. Where's my Discord? Yeah, some people are green today. Yeah, I'm not one of them. Wow, so I did have the right entry. Gosh darn, trading farmer. Oh well, it's getting a little too tight here. I actually have, so I used to be where I had a bigger loss on top than IMBS, but now I have a bigger loss in IMBS. 525 up to 550. So it's pretty good, although a little sketchy. I know the way this one wants to operate. I'm hoping we can get a false breakdown or something. Watching this here. This could be a big flush. It's terrible. It's just terrible. Oh gosh. INBS finally does something. Kind of goes quick and then comes down quick too. God bless. God bless the broken road that brought me to day trading. It's my new saying. But also, I had my loss cleaned up really nicely. Now I'm starting to slip here a little bit. IMBS, Carbo. Dip here. I like that we're on support here. IMBS. Gosh darn, most annoying stock I've ever traded in my life. Look at the fills on that. You see what I mean? You just instantly lose money on that. Frick. Lost 90 bucks there. Gotta just get out of there. Oh, I added high. Frick. I don't know if I'm getting out of this one. I might be going big red today. Freaking hell.